This is Crime Deconstructed. Today, we revisit a crime that shocked even the most seasoned investigators. A tale of deceit, brutality, and betrayal that unfolded in a place you'd never expect, an upscale yoga retail store. Bethesda, Maryland. A quiet, affluent suburb just outside Washington, D.C. The kind of place people move to for its charm, safety, and sense of community. But in March 2011, that illusion shattered. Inside a high-end Lululemon Athletica store, one woman would end up dead, another would fabricate a violent robbery, and a nation would watch in disbelief as the truth came to light. This is the true story of Jayna Murray and Brittany Norwood and the savage murder known as the Lululemon case. Jayna T. Murray was 30 years old, a vibrant woman with an impressive academic background. She had earned 2 master's degrees from Johns Hopkins University, one in business, another in communication. She was full of energy, outspoken, and described by friends as smart, adventurous, and driven. She worked as a sales manager at the Lululemon Athletica in Bethesda. Brittany Norwood, 29, was also working at the store as a part-time sales associate. She had attended Stony Brook University in New York on a soccer scholarship but was later dismissed from the team for what were reported as behavioral issues. She told people she was studying to become a personal trainer and often described herself as ambitious. She came from a large, religious family and was seen by some coworkers as friendly, though not all of them trusted her. According to internal store reports and testimonies, Brittany had a pattern of suspicious behavior. Small amounts of merchandise often seemed to disappear during her shifts, and some employees began to suspect she was stealing. But up until the night of March 11, 2011, these were just suspicions, nothing had been formally reported. It was Friday night, March 11th. The Lululemon store had closed at 9 p.m. Jayna and Brittany were the last employees in the building. Earlier that day, a supervisor had asked Jayna to check Brittany's bag before she left. That's standard store protocol meant to prevent employee theft. When Jayna did the bag check, she found a pair of Lululemon yoga pants that still had the security tag on them. This led to a confrontation between the two women. According to police, Brittany insisted she had purchased the pants and had simply forgotten to have the tag removed. Jayna didn't argue but followed protocol and called a manager. Brittany appeared cooperative and left the store. Roughly 10 minutes later, Brittany called Jayna's phone. She claimed she had left her wallet behind and asked if Jayna could meet her back at the store to help her look for it. Jayna agreed. The two women re-entered the store just before 10 p.m. Within an hour, one of them would be dead. The next morning, on Saturday, March 12th, a Lululemon employee arrived to open the store and found the front door unlocked. Inside, the store was in complete disarray. Mannequins had been knocked over. Racks were overturned. Blood was everywhere. In the back hallway, they discovered the lifeless body of Jayna Murray. She had suffered over 300 injuries, 331 distinct wounds, to be exact. The attack had been frenzied, vicious, and prolonged. Wounds were inflicted by at least 5 different weapons, including a wrench, a hammer, a rope, and a knife from the store's own break room. Nearby, in the employee bathroom, Brittany Norwood was found alive, tied up with zip ties and appearing semi-conscious. She had small cuts on her hands and superficial wounds on her body. When police arrived, Brittany told them a terrifying story. She claimed that 2 men in ski masks had entered the store after closing, sexually assaulted both women, and then murdered Jayna while leaving her, Brittany, alive. The story initially drew sympathy. Police launched a search for the alleged assailants. But it wouldn't last long. From the beginning, investigators noted inconsistencies. For one, there were no signs of forced entry. Nothing was stolen. Brittany's injuries were inconsistent with sexual assault and looked more like they were self-inflicted. Forensics found bloodied footprints throughout the store, including a size 14 men's shoe print in the blood. But it turned out the shoes had come from inside the store itself. They'd been dipped in Jayna's blood and planted to support Brittany's fake story. Most damning of all, investigators discovered blood inside Jayna's car, parked several blocks away. When questioned, Brittany admitted to moving the car, a detail she had omitted during earlier interviews. When asked why, she claimed the attackers had forced her to do it. Investigators didn't buy it. Just 8 days after the murder, Brittany Norwood was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. The trial began in October 2011. Prosecutors argued that Brittany murdered Jayna to cover up the attempted theft of the yoga pants. When Jayna caught her, they said Brittany panicked and rather than face humiliation or termination, she brutally attacked her coworker. The nature of the attack was central to the prosecution's case. Medical examiners testified that Jayna had sustained 331 wounds, more than 100 of them were defensive. Her skull had been crushed, her spinal cord severed. According to prosecutors, the ferocity of the attack proved premeditation and intent. They said Brittany used multiple weapons and staged the crime scene afterward to make it look like a robbery and assault. The defense did not deny that Brittany had killed Jayna. Instead, they asked the jury to consider second-degree murder, claiming the act wasn't premeditated but a spontaneous explosion of violence during a heated argument. But the evidence was overwhelming. On November 2, 2011, the jury returned a verdict after just 1 hour of deliberation, guilty of first-degree murder. On January 27, 2012, Brittany Norwood was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. During sentencing, the judge described the murder as cold-blooded, calculated, and senseless. He noted that Brittany had multiple opportunities to stop but continued the attack for over 15 minutes. Jayna's parents gave victim impact statements. Her mother said Jayna fought for her life. She fought to get away. She fought to get home. She fought to live. The murder sent shockwaves through the community. Lululemon Athletica faced public scrutiny, not for wrongdoing, but simply because the setting of the crime was so unexpected. The case raised questions about workplace safety, conflict resolution, and mental health. It also served as a stark reminder that the most brutal crimes often stem from the smallest of confrontations. Brittany Norwood is currently serving her sentence at the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women in Jessup. Jayna Murray is remembered by friends and family as a brilliant, kind, and energetic woman whose life was cut short by an act of senseless violence. A stolen pair of yoga pants, a confrontation over honesty, and a horrific end. This was the story of Brittany Norwood and Jayna Murray, the Lululemon murder. Thank you for watching Crime Deconstructed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what case you'd like us to cover next. Until then, stay safe, stay aware, and always question the narrative.